Patreon guys, I'm here to show you the deck that I took to Otakon and explain everything about it. We thought it was good. When I say we, it was me and Marcel that made this deck. And we tested it on Friday night. We're like, oh dude, this thing's perfect for the meta. Alright, cool. When we went to the event itself, we found out there was flaws. But I'm here to change them, show you what I took and then what I'm gonna change. And just talk about my experience. I had a great time. It was an anime convention, so there was a lot of cosplayers. Very fun to see. And went some shopping around, did the anime things. Got this really cool shirt from some unicorn place. Looks awesome. I was like, perfect representation of me. Clearly I'm messing up a lot, but let me show you the list. First of all, before I get into the video, I have these mats. I got 3 of them because I entered 3 side events. So I have these mats. I don't really care to profit because my favorite movie is The Dark Knight. And he says it's not about money, it's about sending a message. So kind of want to do the same. I have 3 of them to give out, you know, for our Patreons and stuff. I'll probably sneak them into 3 loot boxes or do a giveaway. I don't know, what do you guys think is the best thing? Write in the Discord what it is, because I only have 3 of them, but take them. It's not a problem. I think the mat's gorgeous, but I normally play on my Resident Evil mat, so I'm cool. I don't need fancy stuff. But yeah, the deck that I took was this. Bam. I'm surprised I'm playing Vegeta. I was kind of embarrassed. I didn't want it to be Vegeta, but his mechanic is so different from any leader out there that it was completely worth it. Also, the reason why it's unsleeved is because PPG sponsors me, so they take care of me and let me borrow cards. And right now, I don't own any Dragon Ball Z cards. Money was tight, so I had to sell some stuff. But they were nice enough to lend me, so I put it back in the system, but I had to take them right back out to show the list. So, let me explain it. This is the leader we use. It's the new one from the Ultimate Box. I don't even know where to begin to this. So his ability is Warrior of Universe 7, that trait. So it's completely irrelevant because in the original list, we only had, I believe, 8 Universe 7 cards. And in the changes that we are doing, I believe we cut 4 of them and we only keep the super combo. So this trait is irrelevant. It's not important for this list at least. His auto is when he swings, if I have a Universe 7 in my energy, I get to draw a card when I swing at a leader. Cool. If you go first, you can't swing. In turn 2, you're already awakened and the whole drawing card for needing a Universe 7 is not required. So it's not that important to us. Only when we go second, it's like, oh man, I really wish I had the Universe 7 card. Other than that, we're trying to win the dice roll. His awaken is when he awakens, he untaps 2, which is huge. It lets us keep comboing out potential cards. Very strong ability. The whole draw 2 mechanic, not as good anymore. Surprising. Now look at this card. This card's gorgeous. You want to play this leader based on the picture itself. Again, the warrior trait of Universe 7, not fully important. He has a permanent, which I forgot until I was doing these videos, that if I have 3 Universe 7 cards in my battle area or in my energy, he gains 5k when swinging, so it's 20k. Very strong. Again, not important, but at least he has that little option. Now, the main reason why we use him is the auto. When he swings, you get to draw a card. Then you get to pick up one of your energies, add it to your hand, then you may choose 1 card from your hand and put in your energy, which is huge because let's just use this as an example. Let's grab a 1 cost. I'm never gonna play Master Roshi, but let's say I played Master Roshi for a yellow. Awesome. I played it, came out. I swung, I use his ability, I draw a card, and then I pick up this, and I can put the same card back down or, you know, shuffle my hand, decide, and put it back untapped. So it literally untaps an energy for you. It's such a strong mechanic. And it lets me play cards that I don't want to get rid of, but I don't need it at the time. So let's say a Master Roshi is a perfect example. My turn 1, he's the best thing because he's Universe 7, he's yellow because the main deck is going to be yellow, so you want this. And if somehow I don't awaken, which is impossible if you see 1 Bardock, but if I don't awaken, at least I have the Universe 7 trait to swing. Later on in the game, let's say I have 3 and I'm finally awakened, I can swing, I can pick up the Master Roshi, which is my negate, put something else down, and now I have a negate down. This leader is incredible for control and just doing more combos out. So that's the reason why we picked him. Now it's time to show you the combos. All right, so first card, Successor of Hope. Bardock is everything in this deck. So opening with Bardock is the most important. So we have 4 Bardocks, 4 Successors. We're trying to open. If we already draw a Bardock, then we have one more card that you will see that we're able to grab with this card. Active main, you choose 1 Goku lineage with swap in the card text and add it to your hand. That's important because we also play the promo Goten and he doesn't have swap, so we can't search it with this. But if we could, way too broken. So we're gonna play 4 of these to get our Bardocks mostly. Then we're gonna play 4 flutes, because flute is just really good. If you're playing a blue leader, you might as well play this. We couldn't use full advantage of the flute. We'll do cute things with it, but not like SS3 uses it. But in the new changes, we're gonna use this more effectively now. So I'm gonna show you that soon. 4 Planet Vegetas. Everything that's imported in the deck is Saiyans. And we do run the Bardock Monkey for a 20k blocker, so Planet Vegeta is just perfect. It searches out pieces we need. Our super combo is a Saiyan, so we'll grab that. And then it gives us a 20k blocker at the end of every turn, so completely worth it. Master Roshi was our Universe 7 card that we wanted to charge. This is what we actually mold for, Mulligan. You want to start off with a Bardock, and the second best card is starting out with Master Roshi because it's the perfect yellow energy you want to charge. Later on, if we needed it, perfect. It's a backup negate that we can grab with Vegeta's effect. But other than that, it's just 4, it's Universe 7, it's perfect, no reason not to run in the deck. The All-Star, the MVP, the LeBron of the deck, Bardock. Literally does everything that you need it to do. It's 1 energy, it's 10k, so if your opponent is not awakened, this puts a lot of pressure because he has the ability of swap 2, which lets me play a Goku lineage that's 2 cost for free and bouncing this back to my hand. The ridiculousness of his effect of swap, the ruling is, even if I don't have a Goku lineage in my hand, I'm still able to bounce it to my hand. So activate swap, I put nothing down, it goes back to my hand. So this is how we're gonna awaken, guaranteed by turn 2, as long as we see this, and we have double yellow, but this whole deck is theoretically yellow, so it can't be hard. A quick example of how it's gonna work. So Vegeta, let's do cards real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Opening hand, we're gonna use, let's say this is an opening hand, that's horrible, but we're just gonna say it. We're gonna charge a card, awesome, and then play Bardock. Cool. We'll take a life, we're at 7. Most of the opponents are like Harudagon, which have to swing, discard a card to draw 2, or other leaders that require that. Even if they don't swing, soon I'm gonna show you why it doesn't matter, because you're gonna awaken turn 2 anyways, but let's say they did swing, so now I'm at 6. Foolish people. Now my turn, I draw, cool. Oh, even a better card to draw. I'm a swing because I went first, I couldn't swing. Turn 2, I'm a swing with him. Awesome, not bad, cool. You know, actually let's bring out the whole combo of what I normally would do. This is just too much of a board and why this deck did so well. I'll swing, if they waste a beam, cool. If they don't, they waste 5k or just take the life. Then I activate swap. Bring out the new Goten promo, waste 1 energy, bring this back out. Cool, now I'm at 5. I'm at 5 because first turn I brought them out, took a life. Their turn they swung to draw a card. My turn, I bring them back out, puts me at 5. Do the same concept where I'm able to swing, put some pressure, Goku lineage for another Goku lineage, awesome. And then bring them out, take the last life, where I'm at 4, I'm able to awaken. And when I awaken, I untap 2. Strong. Another really cool play while doing this whole combo is, let's say I want the old man now. I play Goku's Vegeta, search a strong card that I'm gonna explain soon. Bardock, cool. I'll swing, draw a card, bounce back this energy, I'll put it right back down. Or you know what? I actually drew another Planet Vegeta, so let me put that down. And in combo Bardock, evolve because you comboed with him. And now this is my field turn 2. 2 Gotenks that you're gonna have to kill because it's gonna get me basically draw power every turn. If you don't kill them, a 20k blocker to deal with anything. I'm at 2 energy, so if I went first, my opponent's only at 1. This was way too strong of a board for our opponent to deal with, and this is how we normally awaken. I'll show you more in the deck of what happens if your opponent don't attack, because that's a strategy they can use too, but we made this deck to be able to do that also. So let me explain everything, but Bardock, MVP of the deck, 4 of. All right guys, so I had to clean up the table a little bit and arrange this back to order, but yeah, like I was saying, 4 Bardocks, incredible. It's the engine of the deck. Next engine, it's only a 2 of, but it's adoptive father-son Gohan. Hopefully I read that right. If not, I just embarrassed myself. That's okay. And we only run 2 of them because Successor grabs them. We only need him once we're awakened, because what he provides is he's a 1-drop blocker. So the fact that he's a blocker is helpful. So like against aggro, you at least can keep him on the board. Even if you don't waste him as a block because they didn't put any threat, later on he's good throughout the turns because he has swap 2 also. So the concept of the deck is literally pay 1 energy to bring a 2-drop out. That's the concept of this deck. With that saying, Bardock, he has to take a life when you bring him out. You pay 1 energy and you have to take a life. With this guy, you can pay 1 and don't take anything. So you pay 1, swap him out for a 2-drop. That's what made him so good, and you only need 1 in your hand. The other one can be charged, can be discarded, doesn't matter. As long as you have 1, this guy's never really dying. So it was very effective. Great addition for the deck, because once you're at 4 life, you barely want to bring out Bardock unless you're going for game, because you're taking life and you get to whittle down your life to add more to your hand, put more pressure. So 2 of. For Goku lineage cards, we have Caring Mother Videl and the Broken Promo Goten. They're both Goku lineage, they're both 2, so our swap mechanics bring these out, which is no matter which one you pick, it's perfect. Her ability is you're able to tap her, give any of your battle cards 5k, and draw a card. Very strong, because if your opponent does not deal with it, next turn you're doing it again, and they have to waste more cards to defend, and perfect. This guy, he's only 10k, but every time he swings, you look at the top 3 of your deck, pick 1 card, add it to your hand, the other 2 go in the bottom. So it's able to dig through the deck, so it's more draw power theoretically. He's only 10k, but let's say it gets paired up with Videl. Videl gives it 5k, so it's 15 swinging. I drew a card off this and drew a card off this. It already both replaced itself. Perfect. Another great strategy is if your opponent is not awakened yet. Oh my, I had an alarm, I'm sorry guys. If your opponent's not awakened yet, you can bring out Bardock. Let's say back to the same strategy of before, where boom boom, this is my hand because it's broken. I'm gonna swing with Bardock, awesome. They waste a beam, whatever their case. I swing, they waste cards. I swap, I bring out Videl. I pay 1, Videl now makes it 15. So even if they use the beam to protect themselves from the turn, now I'm putting pressure of 15 out on the board. Strong play. Let's say another thing is where flute is mostly shined. You would flute this back to your hand to draw a card. Awesome. Activate swap, bring her back out, take the life. Now this is how I'm awaken again. Give it 5k, draw a card, and swing 15. Even if you evolve over it after the pump, it doesn't matter. Your monkey is now 25. So it's just strong strategy. It's just, Videl was a perfect addition. There was no reason not to run it. Same concept with this. Even if it wasn't going in for a hit because your leader was 15, you can waste cards because you're digging through cards anyways. You can waste it to make it 5k, or you can just swing, dig. It's not pressure on them, but you're adding cards and they have to kill this anyways. So no matter what, whatever you bring out of the 2, it's perfect. So again, I had to do the cleanup group. I'm gonna do that a lot as I explain videos and combos and stuff. But these cards were the best Goku lineage cards you could put. There's one more, it's a 15k Goku lineage Goku. It's a 2-drop that you can put because he's 15, but he offers nothing other than 15. So this was just a perfect package, and there's really no reason to add anything else. So, next card, we play 3 of Goku's mom. Reason why is because we do only work like most of the time with 2 energies. 3 is rare, but we only have like 2 energy on board most of the time. One of them is usually tapped, the other one's untapped, and that's for our Master Roshi to negate or anything. But this was a free negate because as long as you have Bardock on the board, and this deck pretty much always has a Bardock on board if it's the 1-drop or the monkey, she comes out for free and she offers another blocker. So unless your opponent removes it, I get to negate an attack that's coming at me. So it's like, oh, block it, cool. So against aggro matchups, it's perfect because that's probably the hardest thing this deck has. This deck is an aggro / control deck, but aggro versus aggro, the control package is useless to a point, and you want to have blocks against your opponent. So something like this was perfect. Great addition. Next is 4 of our super combo. It could be Piccolo because the fact that this one is relevant, but this activates when you're at 5 life, which is a big deal because if your opponent tries to like swing heavy with a triple strike, let's say, a triple strike when you're at 5 and you don't want to take it, you at least have this that you can use. Perfect. It's a Saiyan, so Planet Vegeta can grab it. It's Universe 7, which is super rare that you're ever going to charge this because it's red. That's the only problem with it. But if you charge it just so you can get your Unawakened Side's ability to draw a card, if I find that card, cool. You just want to use that to draw, cool. It doesn't matter if you charge it because once you're awakened, you can bounce it right back to your hand and you have your super combo. So it doesn't matter. It's just this deck wants to charge yellow every single time. In the new version, it's going to charge yellow and blue, so it's going to be a little more clunky, but still effective. But yeah, this is the best super combo for this leader. Unwielding Spirit Trunks. This guy is important only because he lets you combo extend. He lets you do your play and then still not be untapped. You're able to keep one open for the Master Roshi negate or whatever you need if you want to keep pushing more pressure. The combo I was trying to explain before, if your opponent is smart enough not to swing at you, let's use an example again of how this play is going to happen. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, bam. We got 8 life. We're going to say 1's in our hand. We got the Bardock, and you know what, to make it look good for the combo, let's add some Goku lineage, because it does happen. You dig through your deck a lot. Let's add another Bardock really quick. So let's say this is the ideal hand. Going second, I went first, but this is my second turn, so this is already on the board. Cool. My opponent didn't, I played this, so I'm at 7 life. He didn't swing, smart player. All right, I draw a card. Strong. I'm going to play the second Bardock because it's useless. I can swing, not a big deal, bring it out. For Goku lineage card, tap, play Bardock, take a life, now putting me at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm at 6, okay. Do the same play where I'm able to swing, tag out, bring out Goten, all right, cool. Bam, I'm bringing out Bardock, take a life. Now I'm at 5, tapped out, but I have this that I'm able to swing, make it 15 because by then they might be awakened. I can untap 1 to swap, and even if I don't have anything to bring out, I can just swap it out to bring it back in to be able to awaken turn 2. That's pretty much guaranteed. This helps you do it. If you don't have it in the card, this still lets you dig top 3 to try to grab it. Oh look, I grabbed 1. Awesome, put the other 2 back down. So that's an example of what this thing can do. Why you are guaranteed always going to awaken turn 2. Going first and going second, probably even easier because your opponent most of the time will awaken by then and hit you. Put so much pressure that this combo is irrelevant. But going first, this combo happens so much as long as you see a Bardock. When you start swapping in Bardock and not bringing anything down, it hurts the deck. You kind of need at least some kind of piece, either or, because it puts pressure on the board. You awaken fast, sure, but it's the pressure on the board that this deck makes that makes it so strong. All right, so I had to do another cleanup crew. Every time I explain a combo, that's pretty much gonna happen. This was Marcel special. 2 Champas, it makes complete sense because once they're at 2, it's going to be pretty much game. You can push out. All these people are not double strikers. I believe we only run one double striker, and it's the monkey in the deck. So this, it's not searchable, but Gotenk digs enough. We do draw a lot. So seeing one is completely doable. And once they're at 2, it's pretty much game, because our hand is going to look like this. It's going to look like a whole book. And we swing, we just need one of these and then a bunch of 5Ks, 5, 5, 5, which becomes almost 100, 120. I believe in one game I did it. It's super easy to do, and that was by turn 3. So it's really strong. He wanted to put 3. I didn't think it was necessary. 2 was fine throughout the whole day. This was never a problem. And Marcel special. Your hitter of the deck, I run 3 Bardoks. The reason why 3 is because all you need to do is see 1. Rare are you ever gonna get, oh, that alarm, guys, that alarm is telling me I need to get to work. But don't worry about work, you guys are more important first. But yeah, you only need 1. It was super rare, only I believe 1 game did I bring out 2 and completely dominated on that. At that point I was just win more. But 1's completely enough. If your opponent gets rid of it because dimensional foo is a thing, then that's fine. You set up another one. But turn 2, you always pretty much bring this guy out. It's almost guaranteed. That's what I was doing throughout the whole day. I was having so much fun with this deck earlier in the day. But as all these rounds started happening, I believe we had 7 rounds and then to top cut. My turn 2s always looked the same, which was super fun for me, but I saw it being a little boring for my opponent, so I felt a little bad. But yeah, super strong, double strike. It's a blocker with Planet Vegeta, really good card. Now the whole reason of this deck was for this guy, our Mass Saiyan. He came in the Ultimate Box 2, paired up with Vegeta, and that combination, I don't know if the testers looked at it or knew about it or purposely did it, but it's dangerous. This created the first energy lock deck that could be effective. You know, there's hand destruction, all this stuff, but energy lock was a whole thing. If your deck revolved around playing 4 drops, it wasn't happening. This deck, I can control energy by turn 2 to make sure you only have 2 energies or 1. And it was just way too strong. I felt bad for some people I played because, you know, they came and played Dragon Ball Z and I didn't let them. And their decks weren't designed to do something, to take care of something like this. Against an SS3 player, you know, super boring for him. Against a Cell player, he played androids, which wasn't a bad call. It's pretty strong. But androids don't do anything with 2 energies. Their main play is 3 and up. So the whole time I knew the strategy was make sure to get them on 2, 2, 2. And it's so easy to do it. So let's just go into detail. So this is, let's say, a setup real quick, right? And let's say we didn't win the dice roll. Not a big deal, cool. They go first. So they go, they're gonna charge a card. Let's say they charge, boom. Then I'm gonna go, cool. I'm gonna charge, nah, not that yellow, I went second. Let's do the real yellow we wanted, perfect. I take a life, boom. Ooh, good card. I'm gonna swing, draw a card. Not a big deal, cool. I don't want to swing with him because, yeah, I can swing, put pressure, but there's no reason to put pressure this early in the turn. You're just giving them free cards and they're gonna have a better option of charging, a better way to see what their next play is gonna be and anything. So I usually kept this open because I knew it wasn't gonna die. No deck was really prepared to kill something this early in the turn. So back to his turn, he's at 2 energy, all right. And he swung at me because whatever the case, all right, smart player. Now this is me, this is my hand, not bad. My turn, let's draw, strong card. Even if he didn't swing, I was fine. Now I'm gonna charge this, don't need that right now. I'm gonna swing, do this whole life thing. So life, tag out, bring out Goten, dig top 3. Let's say I got another card, cool. Bring out Bardock, search, swing, not a big deal, bring out Bardock. Let's say I drew a card because we dug through 3. Play this, awaken, cool. I'm not gonna swing with this now. I'm gonna awaken, tap 2. I look at what energy I wanna bounce back to my hand. So right now I need the monkey to put a play and I have a Planet Vegeta. So I would do something like this where I'll tap this, search whatever I needed, let's say a super combo, and when I swung, I would swing, draw a card. Let's say I bounce this, put back another yellow, so this is super rare. Clearly my deck wasn't shuffled, but yellow. So putting a card back down so we can show what kind of hand size we have afterwards. Put a yellow down and then combo with it. So this is what turn 2 would look like. But if you wanted to control your opponent's energy, if you wanted to do that, when you bounce back whatever you just played for Planet Vegeta, cool, you bounce it back, don't put anything down. You're at 1 now. And let's say you wasted cards, like, let's say I wanted to bounce back this to my hand. Never do you want to bounce back this. You wanted to put it on the board, keep pressure because your opponent wants to remove it, but let's say I wanted to put stuff in the graveyard. So, perfect. And another card was there to combo out. Let's say we had 3, because you can control your grave. Now you have 3 in the grave, you can overwhelm for 1. Activate his ability, because it's not when you play him, it's once per turn. You get rid of one of the energy, you swing, put pressure, whatever you want to do, then you would flute it back to draw a card. And yeah, you might be tapped out, but they have 1 energy. What kind of pressure are they going to do with a hand like this? Like, okay, not the perfect example of a hand, but the hand size is what I want to say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 with a board like this. They have 1 energy. What do they do? Way too good. Let's say example number 2, you went first. All right, so let's say your opponent goes first. Awesome. He charges a card. I do the same play I've been doing. So this going, I'm not attacking this first turn because there's no point of attacking if I didn't get the Universe 7 card out to draw a card. I'm not giving him free cards. So I bring him out, I'll take a life. He goes, doesn't do anything even then. Okay, no big deal. I'm gonna do my turn where I'm probably gonna try to awaken. So if I had the Trunks play, the Goten play, not a big deal. I would try to awaken. But for safe and argument, let's say this all happened, I already awakened. Then I actually have the Trunks, so I did that whole play, cool. And my turn just becomes ridiculous. I didn't mess with his energy though. So he charges 3rd energy, not a big deal. Now in this aspect, all right, now I'm gonna charge, do my whole play, but with 3, I'm able to play this full cost. I don't have to overwhelm it. I can pay it for 3. Swing, use the ability, draw a card, don't play anything down. I'll even Trunks just so I don't be untapped, so I have a negate. And now use his ability once per turn, eating an energy. And every single turn till they get rid of this. And they only have 3 energies to try to get rid of it. No 4-drop, no magic, that green Piccolo. They can't kill it with that. They need probably a Goten. A Tapion would literally just put it on top of the deck. So I play the same turn as before. Makes absolutely no difference. In the meta right now, nothing kills this except Goten if you sideboard it. So high five for players who still did that. But other than that, they charge. Then we're back to the same thing, but with this guy already on the board where I charge, I do my whole play. When I swing, I bounce back, don't put anything down, draw a card, eat an energy. And they will never get past 3. Their plays are only at 3, not a big deal. Just keep eating. If you want to rush them, if them going first, you can literally do the same concept where you put them down to 1 and they only stay at 2. With the Cell player, I made sure he's only at 2 at all time, just by doing plays. Until I always had to overwhelm him, but that's not a big deal because I was getting too much value. I was never gonna get my hand celled, and perfect. Put more pressure till he had nothing else. So that's how you do it if they go first. And the more you practice with this deck, the more you see the combo and you're like, this guy's way too strong. These two, way too good. So that was the main deck of what we took. It wasn't perfect. Flaws we saw is Beam really hurt us, Sensu Beam, and Sensu Beam would have really helped us. So that's something we wanted to incorporate. Also, free Gohan, the Gohan that comes out for free, or any of those cards, that 15 out of nowhere when our people are only 10K, yeah, we control the energy, but for 1 energy, they bring out a 15K. They're like, oh, that's pressure. And it was actually. We didn't really have any removal for it. So that was the main deck. The side deck was just as bad. It was bad. There's really almost no point of showing it. But just to show you what we did was we played Vegito, horrible choice. We're like, oh, it'd be great against aggro, but you know what? We never got to 4 energy to do it against aggro. Aggro versus aggro is gonna stay aggro. Yay! Of course, someone's gonna win quick. To play this, it's not like we'll be tapped out. We can play it for 4, untap, stand in energy, cool, but not enough to protect it afterwards. You know, it's just 5Ks and stuff. It just didn't seem worth it. So never did we side this in. Against aggro, we did 3 Nimbuses. Mirror, it's perfect. Against aggro, it helps. We do run yellow, so we can use this effectively. I respect veggies enough that I still play for these to stop Shugesh. Never did I see Shugesh, but at least I felt comfortable knowing that I had it. So that's the reason I had it. I believe Marcel did something different. Dimensional Food should have been in the side. Super important, didn't do it. Even Sensu Bean should have been side, didn't do it. Mess up, but next time, we know. And then against aggro, I would take out the 2 Mass Saiyans, or the 4 Mass Saiyans and put these 4 in, because this was searchable with Planet Vegeta. It dug through the deck, it put pressure, and then I can flute it back if I needed to, so I always had this card. And this is just too strong against every time aggro, because you're wasting cards on your hand defending, and you replenish it. You also become a double strike 25K. This guy is the best black card, period, point blank. He's just too good. Dimensional Food would have been helpful though, so that's something I probably would have done differently. But yeah, you take out the 4 Mass Saiyans and you put these, and it just works. This was the sideboard that we had. It was horrible. It's like we didn't play with the side. But yeah, changes that we would make is we definitely want to add, boom. And we don't know about 4 of these, but they're really good because your guys are 10Ks. So when they swing with 15, you have to waste a 10K, so you most of the time waste a super combo. Instead, we'll waste this to put more pressure on the board. Also, this lets us extend plays while still being able to defend on your opponent's turn. So I'm gonna show you what the list is gonna look like when we add these in. This is really all we need to add. The sideboard, complete different work. Dimensional Food should be like side, not main, but definitely should be side. But let's look at what we're gonna do for the changes. All right, guys, so this is the list that we took. Perfect, this is spread out to show you what changes could be done. With me and Marcel talking, we were like, we're fine with only 3 of these, but 4 beans for sure. The thing is, that whole combo play of Awakening turn 1, that was double yellow. So the more blue you put, the less that chance is going to happen, but it's okay because most of the time you don't need to pull that off right away. It's only certain matchups, so it's like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. For Gohan, we decided we were going to take her out completely and just add 3 of these. Reason why is, yeah, this is theoretically a free negate that comes out with Bardock, but when you want to defend your guys anyways, like the Goten trying to protect them and stuff, this is perfect and it puts more pressure down. So instead of like negating an attack, you are out comboing whatever they're attacking and bringing more pressure down, so it's perfect. Our 4th one probably be better, but we'll see. But see that right there, we took out 3 yellow for 3 blue. Yeah, that's what we gotta do. And now 4 beans, this is a Marcel special. This is what he wanted to do. He wanted to take out 4 Master Roshis and put the bean for basically take out the negate for more combo extending. I understand his reason, except I was a big fan of Master Roshi. I thought it was perfect because his goal is to awaken turn 2 anyways, so he doesn't care about that Universe 7 trait to draw a card. I understand that, but I like that on my opponent's turn I had a negate. That was something big. I believe negates are super important and there's no reason to take them out. At the same time, when we discussed it, what else do we take out? There's not much we can. We can literally, all right, try to put Master Roshi in by taking out one of these. Okay, so that's 1 card. We thought maybe 4 was too much, because once you have 1, you're pretty much good with flutes, but I'm taking out 1 flute, taking out 1 of these. 2 Master Roshis seems like an odd number. All right, what else do I take out after that? It becomes blank. It's like, no, you won't touch this. You at least want 2, because if 1's in your prize and you already have 4 life, you haven't seen it, you're not gonna do your combos that well. Can't touch him, he's way too good. You need to see Bardock. You can cut a planet, it's fine. You could cut this and add the other and poof, you have 3 in there. So it's not bad, but messing up the flute with Mass Saiyan kind of hurts sometimes too, because the whole combo I showed you, you bounce it right back when you're overwhelmed. So it's ideas. But for now, what we're testing with, we're still doing 4 of this because it's a perfect yellow. And we still have 4 and 4. I believe Marcel put 4 Bardocks, which was kind of useless, but it's an extra yellow, it's an extra 10K, because that was the only flaw with the deck. It didn't have enough 10Ks to do a lot of things. But with the Gohans, we want to add the 4th Gohan, but it's another blue, so that was a problem. So we tried out the 4th Bardock, but still toying around with a list, trying to see. The reason why it did so good is because it was a sleeper. No, not a sleeper, but no one knew about it. People were like, oh, I've heard talk about it, and once they play it against me, they're like, oh, okay, this deck is good. But yeah, so that was the deck. That was the best explanation I could have gave you guys to everything about it. Changes are good. I don't know if they're still perfect, but that's the thing, we never know. We made this deck Friday night and tested it for like an hour and a half, maybe 2. And we're like, oh, it's good enough, it's strong. We like it. Then in the tournament we realized, we're like, oh, the guy who got second with the Harugan, we both got 2-0'd by him because we had no beans. He had beans. We're like, yo, we need beans. But yeah, I hope you guys try it out. It is super fun to play. It becomes, what's a good word? You feel dirty playing afterwards. Like once you lock your opponent and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I made this deck to do that. And you can tell they're not mad at you, but they just hate playing against you. And it's just like, I never want people to have a bad experience playing with me. But yeah. Yep, that's the stuff. Hopefully we get more decks out there. With the Ultimate Box, there's a lot of things we can do. It's a lot of things that are easy to make. We're testing out ideas. The next event, I believe, is Richmond. That's the one I won, so I gotta do good there. If I don't play Marcel, I should do fine, because apparently Marcel is like kryptonite to me right now. He robbed me from the first, so I got second, and top 8. I count that as a dice roll, because the mirror between us was 100% dice roll. I wanted to roll to see who rolls first. That's how afraid I was about the dice roll. But other than that, whatever, not a big deal. I still had a great time in Otakon. Saw a lot of cool people in cosplay, shopped and wasted too much money. But yeah, remember guys, I do have these mats. I have 3, let's see, bam, 3, 1 and 2, perfect. That I'm 100% willing to give out. Not a big deal to me. Tell me how you guys kind of want this. Yeah, if I just add it to loot boxes randomly, or should I do it like a giveaway kind of thing? Leave in the comments, write on Discord, tell me what I should do. Talk to us on Discord. We do communicate a lot, or at least try to, because like when we go to events and stuff, we're just packed with doing other things. But like now it's kind of like free time. Now I'm just working, but you know, I can sneak in there and be like, what's up, and talk. Facebook, if you ever write to me on Facebook, please write on Discord that you wrote to me, and I will see it eventually. I'm just like, oh, okay, cool, let me make sure I get on top of it, because that's something that I'm trying really hard to be more on top of. And yeah, thank you for being part of our Patreon. I hope this helped a lot, so you learn. Something I forgot to mention, even decks going against it. So let's say you are an SS3 player. You don't automatically lose to this deck. It all depends how it is, but free Gohan, the Gohan that comes out for free, helps tremendously. Marcel was going against an SS3 and I thought that matchup would be super easy. He was gonna win. All of a sudden, the guy saw all 4 of his Gohans. So those are things that Marcel didn't have a chance to really put pressure on. Because the Gohans kept defending, he kept fluting, and he just had defense power. So Gohan, flute, swing, they had to waste cards. Marcel had a hard time. The guy would have won, but he comboed wrong and didn't put enough pressure down at the right time. But Marcel 100% lost, but won because he has a dodge suit on that like helps him so much throughout the tournament. But whatever, we're just getting into that. I'm telling you PPG secrets. It's called dodge suit. Marcel always gets it. Like, he never goes against his worst matchups. And when he does go against a matchup where he's about to lose, some miracle, somehow he wins. In top 4 in Gen Con, he was supposed to lose. The guy plays Fu, draws 2 cards, he draws 2 flutes, and had no flute targets. So 2 flutes, so he swings, combos out everything. Marcel only lives by 5K. And if any of those flutes were a 5K, even 10K, because he had things untapped too to use 10K, Marcel lost. But 2 flutes, no combo power, the guy lost, and that's when we were like, yo, Marcel has a Dodge suit. But yeah, no, good times. Hope to see you guys in the next event. Please give us any ideas what you would like to see more. If you guys really care about articles, we'll write. I love writing, to be honest. I'm not a great writer, but let me know if you guys are interested in an article. Tell me what I should write about. I'm always interested to write stuff. More videos, let us know. If you guys want to see battle series, give us heads up too. Write on the comments here, write in Discord, give us heads up and ideas, because that's what we want to do. We want to provide a lot more. Now that we're in like a 3-week break from the next event, or 2 weeks, whatever the case is, there's a break. There's a way to breathe, and now I can put content out. Let us know, please. Hope to see you guys soon. Talk to you guys in Discord. Later, guys.